So I thought the Siskiu T8 couldn't be beat for the price. But then this new Polygon Siskiu T9 UDH landed in my lap. Do we have a new champion? Welcome back, slowpokes. And yeah, you did interpret that right. A little squeaky. I asked BikesOnline to send me a bike to check out, and they said, well, all right. And you might ask, why would they do that for such a meh mountain biker? Well, the answer is you guys. So you're probably familiar with me as a Polygon Siskiu T8 rider, probably found me from my Siskiu T8 review video. You valued my meh rider status, evaluating a pretty premium mountain bike. I think it was my unbiased perspective and the fact that I could give you real data from someone that might be closer to your skill level, not some paid professional or sponsored rider. Let's address the elephant in the room. They sent me the bike, so am I biased now? Is my perspective the same? Is it still valuable? Well, I hope so. I'm still that mid-mountain biker, and while I do favor Polygon and BikesOnline, after all, the bikes have been great to me. I think they're rad for the price. That's no secret. Am I gonna lie to you? Absolutely not. Anyway, let's get to riding. Even as slow as I am, geometry adjustments on this thing make it feel dialed on steep and chunky descents. They've got a slacker head tube angle, steeper seat tube angle, and beefier suspension. They up the ante with the Fox 36 Float Performance fork and the Fox Float Performance X shock. It means I don't have to be perfect with my line choice when going over rocky stuff, which is a solid pro when you just ain't that good. The 4-pot Shimano brakes front and rear out of the box, and the Maxxis tires can compensate for some pretty poor braking decisions and turns that are way tighter than they need to be. Got a rock on that one. All right, slow down. Pivot. Shimano XT shifter and SLX derailleur handle shifting duties. That way, even unscheduled gear changes still hit the mark. I even kind of like these cheap alloy pedals they throw in with it. They've kept me planted through some pretty sketchy stuff.
Whoop-de-doo! What does it all mean, Basil?
Well, for 2,800 bucks, that's a pretty killer spec sheet. I think if you go anywhere else, you'll have to spend $1,000 more to get anything close. All right, well, let's talk about the things I don't like. The underwhelming things. First is the Shimano hub. I know, you gotta cut costs somewhere, but the engagement is terrible. If you're in a tight spot and you really need to get a pedal stroke in, there's quite the lag, and there's a loud clunk when it does finally engage. The next complaint is sort of a complaint. But I did notice the combination of the beefier suspension and the half-degree slacker head tube angle did make this just a tad bit less efficient on the climbs. I didn't think it would be noticeable, but this thing was down and I had to ride both my T7 and my T8, and I immediately noticed while following the XC kids that it was a little bit more efficient, felt a little peppier going uphill, but I don't like climbing anyway. I like descending. The last complaint I have, I'm not sure if I should direct it at BikesOnline or Polygon or maybe both, but I really wish they'd put a parts list close to where the bike's listed on the website. That way it's easy to find replacement parts. If you need an axle, if you need bearings, if you need bushings, whatever it might be, having it readily available would go a long way to making people confident in buying bikes on the internet from BikesOnline. All right, final answer. The T9 is absolutely the new Value king. I'm a slow guy on a fast bike, and even I can tell it punches way above $27.99. You've got a real fork, a real shock. You've got a frame that's not gonna go obsolete in 2 years. So if you want one, the affiliate link is in the description and the pinned comments. Costs you nothing, but helps me keep the lights on. And now we're both winning. So if you made it this far and you're not subscribed yet, what are we even doing here? Hit that button. I make new videos every time I get my act together. Now, did I miss anything? Well, let me know in the comments. Stay shredtastic, my friends.
Shredtastic!